Hello, people of Skidaway Island. I wanted to do my devotional today from the water. All four Gospels talk about Jesus calling his first disciples. John does it a little differently in that some of the disciples were already disciples of John the Baptist, and then they joined Jesus. They followed him after John the Baptist declared him as the Lamb of God. But all Gospels talk about some of them being fishermen, and how Jesus was walking along the Sea of Galilee and claimed the two sets of brothers, and because they were fishermen, and they became fishers of men. Well, Jesus still calls, and I'm out here on the Intracoastal Waterway. If I can turn this way, yeah, you can see the marina here on the south side of Skidaway. I am looking at Burnside Island. That's where I grew up. My dad was an avid fisherman and wanted to live on the river, and so we got close to it. He had lived on Amanda Drive and a little Horseshoe Creek that was a tidal creek, and then they moved again to Fox Squirrel Drive to be in the house on Deepwater Creek. When I was growing up, we were on Amanda Drive there at that creek, and I was about 13, I guess, or 14, and there were other guys who were out here, and we would do things that now I'm not too proud of. One was at night, I had a knock on my door, and there were a couple of my friends who came to say, let's go for a joyride. We got a boat here, and let's go for a joyride. I said, sure. So went out to the dock and got in the boat, and it was a nice boat. Looked like it was brand new. And I soon noticed that my two friends were really not themselves. They were giggling, and after we moved away from the dock and was going down the creek to the river here, I noticed that really things were not as they should be. The two guys apparently had been drinking some, and they were happy about that. And then I started asking them about the boat. I thought maybe one of their dads had bought the boat, but they said, no, it's a neighbor who bought this boat, and I know where he kept the keys, so we're just kind of borrowing the boat for a little ride. And so here we were at night. Another thing I forgot to tell you is that in their wisdom, they decided to run without lights because they didn't want anybody to see them in a borrowed boat for a joyride. So here we were out in the river at night, no lights, and they decided to gun it. And if you can look right here somewhere, there is a marker, a red marker, number 76. And it's a post. It was concrete at one time, but now it's a wooden post. And it was that marker that I started realizing that, it's nighttime, but somewhere right around here there is a marker. And no sooner had that thought gone in my head that the boats just went right by it. It was a matter of a foot or two away from it. And so God kind of got my attention. I started talking to God, and I started saying, God, just get me off this boat. Get me back to the dock. I'll leave these friends. I'll never hang around them again. And sure enough, we got back, and I left them. But that event shaped me because I heard God. God and I began a deeper relationship. And I had no idea that it would eventually lead to my serving the church, to be on staff and to be ordained first diaconal, then deacon, and now elder, and to serve in a way to serve on the staff to help with the ministry going on there, and then to serve as a pastor of two churches. So we're out here. This is a place that for me was the Sea of Galilee, and that Jesus called me to join him. And I have been grateful ever since. So I hope you'll enjoy this devotional today, and may this realize that all of us are called by Jesus, and may we follow. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.